I want to get this off my chest, and I feel like this is going to be a hot take, but I genuinely don't care because I feel like if one person is friends with somebody and one of the person or people in the friendship has romantic feelings for somebody else, I don't think that that should be a friendship. I think that friendships are made to strictly be platonic between two people. Now, I'm not specifically naming, men and women relationships. Like this is non-gender specific because I do understand that this can apply to a multitude of different scenarios. But I think that if one person is romantically invested or romantically attracted to somebody else, I don't think that that friendship is ever really going to work out long term because the friend who is not interested romantically in the other person is subconsciously stringing that person along whether they realize it or not. And I think the reason why that is because the person with romantic interest is always going to feel like that person is going to change their mind, right? They're always going to change how they view that other person, right? And this could work, right? Like I don't think that this is there's a possibility where two people remain friends and then it can never end up being in a relationship. Like I don't think that that is the case. I think that that can definitely be the possibility for some people, but I just don't think that that's the majority of cases. I think that most cases, if one person has romantic feelings and the other person expresses that they're not interested in the same way, it's just going to be messy. It's not going to work out. And I do think that if somebody, for those of you out there who have romantic feelings for, say, your friend, right? I think for one, you need to express that. You need to be open and honest about how you feel. You can't hide that within yourself. You can only do it for so long until it starts eating away at you. And so I think it's important to have clear communication, right? This is what true friendship is all about, is being able to understand that I can be open with you. I can tell you how I feel. There are times where I can kind of confide in you, right? That's what a friend's for. And so I think that if one person expresses romantic interest in the other person and then the other person doesn't necessarily reciprocate it, I just don't think it's ever going to work out. And I think that the person who's not romantically attracted should cut it off as well. Now, like I said, this isn't an every single person situation. I do understand that that person might not have romantic feelings at the time, but you have to understand that if they don't have romantic feelings right now, it's probably not going to work out long term. And you're just hurting yourself by continuing to be in a friendship with somebody who you just have romantic feelings for. You don't see them as just strictly a friend. And I think that if you're also friends with somebody who they have romantic feelings for you, but you don't have romantic feelings for them, like what are you doing? You're just stringing them along without even realizing it. And I think that's a big part of the issue is that a lot of people don't realize that that's what's happening, but that's actually what is happening. You got to ask yourself, like, why would you want to be friends with somebody who has romantic feelings for you, even though you don't have romantic feelings for them? Is it because subconsciously you kind of like the validation that they give you? Do you like what is it? What are you trying to gain out of that relationship? Because you guys clearly just aren't friends. If one person if one person has romantic feelings for the other person. And so this begs the question to all those of you who are friends with somebody who they have a romantic feeling and attraction for you, but you're still friends with them. How would you feel if you were romantically attracted to somebody and you guys were friends, right? But they said that they weren't romantically interested in you, yet, would you still continue that relationship? Like, why would you want that for yourself? This person's only going to end up hurting you in the end in the long term. With all that being said, I do want to make this video to kind of give you guys a little bit of perspective on what it means to be in a true friendship with somebody else, right? I value true connection with people. And I do feel like that connection, if you guys are just friends, it needs to be platonic, unless you guys are like truly soulmates and you guys both don't want to pursue anything and you guys think that it should just be, strictly friends. I think that that's cool, right? But that's, I feel like, a very rare case of people. And so I want to make this video for those of you out there who feel like, hurt and you don't really understand why. It's because you're holding on to the faith that they will actually eventually like you. And you have to kind of just assume that they don't. Because when you cut them off and you are like, no, I need to end this isn't healthy for me, then you honestly end up getting the better end of the deal because you're able to analyze, okay, this is not what's best for me. what's best for me is maintaining friends with people who I can, have fun with and I can get along with in a platonic way. And so I do want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about this? Like, if one person in a two-person friendship has platonic feelings for somebody else, but then the other friend has romantic feelings, does this work? Like, do you guys are open to disagree with me, if you want. I want to hear your perspective. I want to gain wisdom from you guys. I want to know what you guys think about this. So let me know down in the comment section below. And what do you feel about this type of relationship between two people?